Elena?
Yes.
Hi, how are you? Kim is on the phone. Kim?
Hi, yes, I'm here.
Hi, Kim. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I wanted to thank you for taking my interview to discuss your shoes and upcoming projects that you have.
Okay, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem. So we hear that you're a super shoe fanatic. Can you walk us through your shoe closet and name out some of your favorite designers?
Oh, man, I have too many. Of course, my first favorite would be Christian Louboutin.
Mm-hmm.
And I love a little bit of Alexander McQueen. I have some Stella McCartney, Giuseppe's, Manolos. I have a couple pair of the Miu Miu's, that's how I pronounce it.
Yeah.
Yes. And, that's pretty much the chain of different designers that I have in, shoes. But I do love a beautiful pair of shoes, like Jimmy Choo's. I have like 3 pair of those. Just a classic shoe that you can wear and match up with anything is really important to have in your closet.
I agree. Do you typically wear heels or flats?
I wear heels a lot, especially now, since I'm on the scene. When it's mommy time, I really try not to wear any heels. I wear flats, my Uggs, especially now that it's winter time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had to say, like, one pair of shoes that's your ultimate favorite in your closet, which pair would that be?
Oh, man. It's kind of hard to do that because, I have so many favorite pair. Like, any shoe that I choose, that I buy, they're over $700,
Right.
the like a name brand shoe. So they're going to be my favorite. Like, if I'm spending that much money, they are going to be, right. But I can definitely say, I just bought a pair of Giuseppe's that I love. They're a slingback Giuseppe with a platform, and they're encrusted with Swarovski crystals. They're like a purple, yellow, and red combination, and I just love those. Those are just like spotlight shoes,
Oh my gosh, they sound like showstoppers. They sound so freaking gorgeous.
They really are.
That's awesome. Like, do you typically go shoe shopping by yourself, or is it a day trip with you and your girls? How do you typically shop for shoes?
I don't mind shopping with my girls, but I like to do it alone most of the time so they don't judge me like, oh, you're going to spend that much money on a pair of shoes? Listen, yes. And they know I do it very often, so I don't want to hear their mouth, So I do tend to go by myself. Usually, I have relationships with Neiman Marcus and Christian Louboutin.
Okay.
So, they send me pictures. They, ask me, do you want me to hold these for you and until you come in? Would you like these? And of course, I put them on hold until I can get there and actually try the shoe on and purchase them. So, it's a moment for me when I do, go into getting the shoes.
What's the hardest part of trying on like a European shoe? I have a couple pair of designer shoes myself, and I find that every pair is different. Do you have that same experience?
In the fit, you mean?
Yeah, like in the fit.
Okay. Well, yeah, I feel like with Christian Louboutin, I have to go a half size bigger because I wear a 7.5, 8. And if that doesn't fit, normally I would go to an 8.5. Like for their boots, I'm an 8.5. So it varies. So that's why when I do get a picture of the shoe and they cross-reference with me, I say, listen, I will be in to try that shoe on just to make sure it fits, So it's really cool.
Do you have like a celebrity shoe crush? Like,
let me see. I'm trying to remember if there's anyone that. you know who was big on shoes last year was Monica.
Yes.
Monica has, yes, and I'd be like, no. Who is she and where is she getting these shoes from, you know? And I would, you know, see, right. I'm like, wow, I didn't know she was such a big shoe fanatic, you know, and that I just noticed that last year. So definitely, you know, Monica has her shoe game up.
Yeah, definitely. Any other people off of your show you think would be a good fit for Shoe Hotline to have on because they just have a nice shoe game as well?
You know, I guess Chrissy, like I always see her in a nice pair of shoes, and even from last season, you know, me and Yandy, we go shopping a lot as well for shoes, so definitely you might want to get her on the line. And you know, Emily, she's a stylist, so definitely I would consider her as well.
Okay. And like speaking of, you know, your relationship with on the show and with Chrissy, and I know I follow you on Twitter, so I know your team I'm Still Pretty and Positive, Team Positive. And we all know that your intentions on telling Emily were good, but the timing was off. Looking back, would you have handled that differently?
I can't go back on anything that I've done, so I always try to turn a negative into a positive. So I can't say what I would have done if I would have known the repercussions would have been this. I can say no one should ultimately result to the manner that we both, you know, got into. I definitely didn't come in maliciously. You know, there was a lot of editing with how it was portrayed. I was definitely on Emily's side.
Right.
So, you know, it wasn't, I don't know what to say. I mean, Emily was good, and that was the reason why she was cool with me. She was like, okay, you know, she even said herself, you know what, Kim, I'm happy you told me because I saw your name in Fab's phone, and I was going to ask you about that. So I'm happy you brought this up right now.
Well, that's good. Wow. Yeah, that's real good. So do you think that you and Chrissy will be able to mend that and turn that portion into something positive later on in the show?
You know, you have to watch this show to see. Mondays on VH1 at 9 p.m. I can't really give out that juice. Okay. No, you guys wouldn't have to tune in, you know. But, yeah, definitely you should tune in to see, you know, where this goes.
And we are definitely looking forward to the rest of the season and seeing where that goes. But on another note, do you have any other projects you're working on outside of Love and Hip Hop?
Definitely. You know, I'm transitioning from modeling into acting and singing. I'm launching my pop career as we speak, recording in the studio. So look out for that.
That's exciting.
Very exciting. Yes, it's a big deal. Also, I am launching my Bella brand. Basically, it's going to host for now a line of watches that I'm creating for women, and also my Still Pretty T-shirts. Those will be the first things under my Bella line.
Franchise that.
Yes. It's already in the making, so definitely I will be in contact with you to let you know, that the shirts are ready for everyone to definitely grab one or two. So, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm also going to start a column called Vixen's Day Off. I'm going to start it off on my website, kimbellasworld.com, where I speak to, you know, some of the models that are still in the game now, vixens, per se, just to kind of go behind the scenes of who they are off camera. And it's going to be interesting. I can't even wait to start that. So.
Wow, it sounds like you have a lot of great things in store. I read the article that you tweeted yesterday that showed that you had a master's degree and considered working in the medical field, and it kind of intrigued me more and let me know about your personality. So I can't wait to see what other vixens, you know, do outside of the camera. So that's going to be awesome.
Right, because, you know, we all had lives and we all came from somewhere before coming into the spotlight, you know, and that's a lot of things, you know, that's a lot that people don't know about me that, you know, yes, I am educated. I had a 9-to-5 job. I did work really, really hard, and I still do. It might not be as intrusive as it was when I had to work in the medical field and support my child and do the modeling all at the same time. But, you know, it still is a hard-working job. Like, I still got to grind and figure out avenues to make my money. I don't live off Joel Santana.
Right.
You know, I just fell in love with him, and we have a child together, and we're a perfect match, you know? So it's just, you know, I really am doing this to show people who I am, and don't judge me because I've been around rappers, and, you know, don't do that. Get to know me, and I don't judge people. I get to know them before I can say anything about them.
Yeah, you know, rappers and vixens are people too. You know, they may be
Right.
up front, but everybody is somebody behind the scenes. So I'm glad you're speaking out and you're doing it in a positive manner so young ladies have something to look up to and somebody who is not just beauty but also brains. Like, that's amazing.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and that's my purpose here, to definitely show the world that that's what it is.
Is there anything else your fans should know about you, or any additions to that you want them to know, or you just want to keep it simple and that, you know, you have these things coming up?
Well, I'll keep it cute and simple, you know, with what I've told you. I don't want to go into a whole rant because, you know, I feel like gradually throughout the season, people will get to know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really have to speak too much. But, of course, I want to do as many interviews as I can to kind of open up to the world and explain certain things to people that, listen, Kimbella is not just a video chick that was with a rapper, you know?
Right.
And that's important for me. Perception is a big deal for me, you know, and that's the reason why I'm out here in the open now, opening my life to everyone. Like, please give me a chance, know who I am, and don't judge me until you do. But they can always follow me on Twitter at Kimbella's World, and, you know, my website is kimbellasworld.com, and everything will be launched on there. Any updates, bios, pictures, everything will be there.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Make sure I get my T-shirt so I can sport it and tell everybody, like, it's Team Still Pretty over here. Thank you so much, Kim. I really appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Anytime. Bye-bye.